All right, this short video is going to show how we're going to put our dimensions on your model, so which required dimensions you have to have, and we're going to set up a document for printing to turn this in. So you should have this model done approximately to this. The coloring that you have on it can vary, but if you follow the directions from the instructional video, you should have something very similar to this. Same style of building, everything should look structurally the same. Your trim might be at a slightly different spot and you might have different colors, but it should look basically like this. We're going to start with some dimensions. So you need your dimensions tool, and we're going to go mostly from this camera angle right here. So dimensions tool, I put mine in my toolbar. Yours is likely over here in the expanded tool palette under these labeling ones here. I just put mine on the tool palette because I use it. So to use the dimensions, we have to click on endpoints and corners. So first ones we're going to do here is we're going to go from this inside corner here on the roof over to this inside corner here. So I'm going to click on this bottom corner right here where it says endpoint. I click once and let go. I'm going to come over and click this corner here once and let go. I'm going to push my mouse up vertically so it goes up on the blue, and it puts this 20-foot measurement just above the peak of the roof. That way I can still read it. Okay, then we're going to double check that we did our offset correctly. We're going to go outside corner to outside corner. So we're going to click this outside corner, come over to this outside corner and click, and then push this straight above. So on this end we should have a 20 foot and then 23 feet 5 9/16 if you did it correctly. Now we're going to come over and get this length here, which is going to double check that you made the base the correct length. Then also you put the correct 1 foot overhang on the front and back as per the video. So you got to be careful here. You're going to zoom in. If you have it on the blue line, you'll see the move mark. We don't want that. We want the green endpoint. So we're going to click that endpoint and let go. Come to the back endpoint, click once and let go. Again, we'll push it up, and you'll see it auto locks in with the other measurement there on the corner. So we get it just like that. That is our roof measurements. Now we're going to make a couple other measurements here. Do our door and our window, and then our spacing to there. So what we're going to do is start with our window. We're going to do this upper corner, upper left corner of the frame here. Click there once. Click the upper right hand corner, click again, and push up just a couple inches there so it's visible above. Okay, and then we're going to do this top and bottom corner on this side as well. So click the top corner, click the bottom corner, pull it out. Just again, just a few inches so you can see that it's 4 foot. And then we're going to do the same thing with our door. We're going to do our top of the door. And then we're going to pull that up, and you'll see that it auto locks to the same height as the window trim. See that little dotted line come up? That's where we want it. Then we're going to do these top corner of the door and kind of scrolling down to the bottom corner of the door. That should show our 7 feet. If you move your cursor along the bottom, you can see the red dotted line along the bottom of the wall there. That 7 foot should hopefully stick out above whatever coloring you did so you can still see it. And then the last dimension we're going to do is from the bottom right corner of the wall to this bottom corner of the door frame to make sure we're centered at 10 feet. So we're going to click here, zoom in, click on that door frame edge, and we're going to go up above these dimensions just a little bit to show that 10 foot measurement from the corner to the edge of the door. That way we know it's centered. So you should have your camera kind of positioned if you move it around so that you have these measurements visible: your 20 foot, your 23 5 9/16, your 22 foot, 10 foot, 3 by 7, 5 by 4. And the last thing I do is use our text tool. So it'll be in your tool palette, the text tool. If you just click right on this corner, it says on edge and group, click once, just move it slightly off to the side and click again. Delete whatever measurements are in there, and you're going to type your first name, your last name, and a P4 in that, and then you click off, and that's the measurements you need to have. So you should have this then, make sure you save, you should have this so it fills up almost all of your screen here, we are going to take a screenshot. So you guys are going to do a selected screenshot. So that's Control Shift Show Windows. The Show Windows is right above your 6 button. So when you do that, you're going to get a nice little pop-up because you're on your Chromebooks. I'm on a Mac, so it's not as handy. But you're going to be able to draw a select box. It should be like this, so it covers all of your dimensions, your name, and the whole house. So your select box should be about that big. And then you guys click Capture. I have to take it to the desktop. Once you have your screenshot done, you'll be going back to Google Classroom, and then you can make a new document from the waffle. You're going to make a new blank document. And on the title, if you call it House Print, call it House Print as the title. We need to change the setup of the page, so you go File, Page Setup. Down at the bottom, you may have to scroll. We are going to change it to Landscape. And then all of our margins, we're going to change to 1/2 inch. So if you double click on this first one, you type in 0.5. And then if you hit the Tab key in the upper left of your keyboard, it just automatically pops over in 0.5, and then Tab, 0.5, Tab, 0.5. And if you hit OK, now you'll see your paper turn the long way. If you cannot see this tape measure along here, the ruler, you need to go to View and make sure that the Show Ruler is checked, okay? You want to see that. Once you do that, the first thing you're going to do in this document is type again your first and your last name and a P4, and then return 1 line. Now you guys on your Chromebooks should be able to just Control V and paste your image in, but because I'm on a Mac, I cannot, so I have to upload it from computer and add it in there. Your image should all fit on the one page. If you have your margins, you can check that it's right here next to the margin here and next to the margin over here, and it should all fit on one page. Once you have this, you are going to do print, and you're going to save it as a PDF. So save this as a PDF, and it'll save to your Documents folder on your Chromebook. Your Downloads folder, sorry. So save as a PDF to the Downloads folder, and it'll say houseprint.googledoc/PDF when you save it. Once you save it, then we'll go through how to print it in class. Okay, double check the directions if you have questions. Good luck.